As a lifelong New Haven County native and graduate of Trinity College, our next speaker has devoted his life to the betterment of the New Haven community. While coaching over 1,000 local area football youth, Dominic honored his expertise in big tech and business for more than 25 years at Apple Incorporated and was named Salesman of the Year twice in his career. As an engaged citizen, he took to heart the dramatic changes to our state, many of which have not been for the better, and decided to get off the sidelines. In his pursuit to better understand the inner workings of Connecticut's electoral process, he became a certified elections moderator. While committing thousands of man-hours to learning the ins and outs of the election and ballot distribution program, he has seen firsthand the gaps in the Secretary of State's procedures and protocols. He pledges to ensure that our elections are carried out with integrity, while bringing innovation, clarity, and meaningful support to the voters and election workers of Connecticut. Please welcome my fellow member of the Connecticut Republican Assembly and candidate for Secretary of the State, Dominic Rapini.
Looks like 150 Republicans in a room with chicken parmesan, a bar, and no masks. It does not get better than this. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Dominic Rapini. I plan to be the first Republican Secretary of State in 3 decades in this state. An American optimist, and I believe that there are great things happening for Republicans across the country. I am seeing parents coming off the sidelines and rediscovering the Constitution and finally understanding what it means, the difference between a natural right and a government or man-given right. There is no difference, all right? All of our rights come from our Creator. That's the only right that matters. These parents represent the new voters that we're going to enjoy, and they're going to be behind us in 2022. Yeah! I am a principled conservative, and I'm a proud Republican, and I will defend the honor of Republicans every chance I get. Just this past weekend, I wrote an op-ed refuting and debunking the accusations of voter suppression levied against Republicans, and that was in the Hearst publications. And you can see it on my website. I will defend us every chance I get because we have the right issues. We are on the right side of everything that matters in this state and in the country. So, ladies and gentlemen, I have been at Apple 25 years. It's been an honor and a privilege for me to have joined Apple in 1997. I'm a senior account manager, and I work with the biggest and largest U.S. retailers in the country, including the U.S. military. And anytime you see an Apple product in a U.S. airport, that's my business. Every day I go to work, I innovate, and I solve problems, and I build relationships. Skills I think we'd all like to see in Hartford. Am I right? And as Matt said, yes, twice in the last 2 decades I've been Apple's Salesperson of the Year, and I'm very proud of that fact. But as much as I've enjoyed and really benefited from my career at Apple, it has been my dream job. But I am ready to retire from that job and give it up in order to serve my state and serve each and every one of you. So for how many years now have you, as Republicans in this state, seen one election go by after another and say, who's going to defend or be our champion on the issues around elections? Who's going to answer the questions about why our elections don't seem right? Well, I am that person, and I've been that person for 4 years. And whether it was scouring the voter rolls or launching legal challenges against Annette Lamont and Denise Merrill over the illegality and unconstitutional nature of doing the mail-in ballots, which is coming up again this next week, by the way. Right? Whether it was testifying in Hartford on election issues as an expert witness to our lawmakers, or just going out there and understanding what's going on with double voters and underage voters in this state. All the things, the sum of which, of all the things that we have coming out of the Secretary of State's office, it diminishes the trust and the fairness of our elections. And I believe I am all about fairness. And I'm about accountability. And I do not understand how a landlord in Bridgeport can steal the identities of his tenants and forge absentee ballots and their names for his own election. That cannot happen. That's why when I'm Secretary of State, I will launch a forensic audit of Bridgeport, and we will no longer have Bridgeport as the punchline for our elections. So as I wrap this up, I want you to understand how we're going to win. How am I going to win? Right? I'm going to win by making the state party ticket stronger. I will fill the election issues. I will help manage election programs that will make the party successful. I have crafted a program that will level the playing field in 200 precincts in this state. All right? And it's going to take a lot of volunteers to do that, but we have a way to do that. I will have an election lawyer on my staff that they will all feed into. And I will have an absentee ballot task force going around to major cities, making sure that these absentee ballots coming in large numbers are going to be compliant and accurate. And we'll do the work that we have some great town clerks, but they're going to be drinking through a fire hose. Right? They're going to see another 300 to 500,000 absentee ballots, and they're not built for that. We're going to give them the help to make sure that these things are taken in and taken in right. I had developed a Latino coalition, and I've already built a group of people that are from volunteers and activists. They're from Venezuela and Peru. They're from Mexico, the Dominican Republic. They're from Puerto Rico. And these people are coming together now. We're already mapping out and identifying the Hispanic leaders in the major cities, police unions, trade organizations. And when I win this convention, that plan is going to be ready to go day one. And to make it even more interesting, I have teamed up with Fox Digital. Right? And with Fox Digital, we're developing a method so we can identify every Hispanic voter in Connecticut by their IP address. And we will get our message of family and of God and of fairness right down to every Hispanic voter in this state. And we're going to get it right to their phone, right to their streaming device, and we're going to talk to them directly because we cannot count on the media, can we? So ladies and gentlemen, on this, as we celebrate Abraham Lincoln, remember this. One of his great quotes was that the ballot is stronger than the bullet. And our revolution this year will not be with bullets, but it will be at the ballot box, and that's how we're going to win. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Dominic Rapini. I'm running for Secretary of State. God bless Connecticut.